I'm going to have everyone do is I'm going to have everybody close their eyes. First of all, do I have permission to work with everybody energetically? Cool. Okay. So I want everyone to close their eyes. And I want you to just take one deep breath and exhale. Good. Now I want you all to just be somewhere where you're relaxed or comfortable. And I want you to make a fist as tight as you can. And then I want you to release your fist. Good. Again, I want you to tighten your fist, breathing in. And as you exhale, release your fist. Good. Let's do it one more time, breathing in. Tightening your fist and exhaling. And releasing your fist. Good. Now I want you to adjust yourself again if you need, and all eyes closed. Just adjusting yourself how you need to be comfortable, to go deeply and easily into trance. That's right. For those of you just like that, releasing, being comfortable. For those of you who just joined, I want you to take a deep breath in. And I want you to exhale. And if your eyes are not closed, I want you to close them already. Good. Now I want you to begin breathing deeply. We're going to do about 6 breaths, breathing in and exhale. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're relaxing deeper and deeper. Good. Let's breathe 4 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Just doubling that relaxation. Again, inhale. And exhale. Just relaxing easily and effortlessly. More time, inhale. And exhale. Good, just like that. Going deeper into relaxation. Excellent. Now I want you to go ahead, and as relaxed as you are, I want you to focus on your eyes, the muscles around your eyes. The easiest muscles to relax. Just relaxing them, just focusing on that muscle around the eyes. Just imagine that you've come home from a long day of work, and all you want to do is relax. So it's so easy for you to sit, focusing on the muscles around your eyes to relax. Just relaxing your muscles. They're so relaxed now. So easy to do, and relaxing them. Good. With your eyes closed, relaxing around the muscles around your eyes, easily and effortlessly. Nice. They're so relaxed that even if you pretended that you could open them, you can't. And even if you thought that you could lift your eyebrows, pretend that you can't lift your eyebrows just like that. That's right. They're so relaxed. And now I want you to pretend that your eyelids being so heavy and so relaxed that even if you tried lifting them right now, you couldn't, because they're so relaxed, so easily and effortlessly relaxed, falling, drifting deeper. Good. Now I want you to take that relaxation and move it up to the top of your head, moving up your forehead to the top of your head where all the tension sits, where it's so tense. And I want you to relax the top of your head. Just imagine how relaxed, carefree, as though you've just opened up or unzipped a zipper, something tight. You've loosened it easily and effortlessly. That's right. And you feel that relaxation like a warm blanket just covering the whole top of your head, taking that relaxation down to your forehead. Everything's relaxing, the back of your head, like a warm blanket of comfort, falling, drifting, relaxing all around your head. Good. Now that warm blanket of relaxation is moving down your jaw. And I want you to just slightly open your mouth. And that relaxation and taking it now down to your neck. So relaxed. And I want you to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're even tripling that relaxation. Good. And now I want you to feel your shoulders as they relax down your arms, your forearms, your hand, all the way down to your fingertips. Everything is just relaxing, being covered with that warm, comforting blanket. As a sunny day fills you up with warmth, you're feeling so relaxed as though you're laying in the sun. Taking another deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're doubling that relaxation now, and it's moving down your chest, your back, down your abdomen, your lower back, feeling that warmth and relaxation easily and effortlessly, relaxing deeper. Good. Taking another deep breath in. And as you exhale, you go even deeper and deeper, feeling the relaxation move down your hips, your thighs, all the way down your calves to your feet, completely and utterly relaxed, easily and effortlessly. That's right. Good. Now, in a moment, I'm going to have you open your eyes to increase the relaxation. As you open your eyes gently, opening gently and closing them. As you close your eyes, your relaxation deepens 10 times more. Closing your eyes now, you're 10 times deeper relaxed. Good. It's a warm blanket of relaxation from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. Again, open your eyes slightly, gently and slowly opening them. And as you close them, you're doubling the relaxation, feeling that warm blanket of relaxation. Good, and let's just do it one more time, slowly and gently opening your eyes. And as you close them, you are doubling that relaxation going deeper to where you are completely and utterly physically relaxed. You've now achieved physical relaxation. I want you to pretend now, wherever your arms are, if they're beside you on an armrest, in your lap, wherever your arms are, that they are so relaxed. I want you to just pretend how relaxed they are, that you can't feel them. You can't feel your arms at all. They're so incredibly relaxed. And you couldn't even lift them if you wanted to, because they're so tired. And you're so tired and relaxed. Excellent. This is the achievement of physical relaxation. Now we're going to achieve mental relaxation. So what I want you to do as you are laying there, floating, drifting, falling, I want you to pretend that there's a chalkboard in your mind. And in a moment, I want you to imagine that you are counting backwards from 100. And on that chalkboard, there's the numbers 100 and 99, 98 written backwards. And I'm going to ask you in a moment to start counting backwards. And when you get to 98, 97, all the numbers are erased. In a moment, when I have you count backwards, with each number, you're tripling your relaxation. And when you count backwards, they will erase and disappear on their own. When you get to 98, 97, all the other numbers will be gone and you will have achieved mental relaxation easily and effortlessly. So I want you to look and you see the number 100, say 100, doubling your relaxation. As you say 100, you're doubling that relaxation. That's it. Excellent. Now say the next number as you double your relaxation. Good. Easily and effortlessly, deeper and deeper. And as that number is erased and disappears just like that, I want you to say the next number on the chalkboard. Maybe even a portion of it is only showing now as everything is disappearing and your relaxation is doubling easily and effortlessly. All the numbers have disappeared. And now you've achieved total mental relaxation. Excellent. Now that you've done that, I'm going to give you a positive suggestion, a goal that you can achieve easily and effortlessly. What I want you to do now is I want you to have your unconscious mind bring up that internal representation that you have set for yourself, for your goal. Bringing it up now, having your unconscious mind bring it up. I want you to see what you see, hear what you hear, and feel the feelings of who you need to be, doing what you need to do, and having all that you want to have to achieve this goal. Being who you need to be, doing who you need to do, having all that you need to have to achieve this goal. What do you see, hear, and feel? Who do you need to be in order to do and have all that you want to achieve this goal? Making all the neurological connections with the unconscious mind now. I want you to have your unconscious mind connect with this internal representation of who you're being, what you're doing, and all the things that you're going to have, who you're becoming, what you're doing, and what you're having and achieving. Making the neurological connections now. What do you see, hear, and feel when you see this internal representation of yourself achieving that goal? having all that you want to have. First, becoming who you need to be, doing all you want to do, and having everything that you want to have, and making all the neurological connections with the unconscious mind now, just like that, having your unconscious mind now connect with this goal, making the connections now with your unconscious mind so that that connection's there. Your unconscious mind now knows who you need to be in order to do and have all that you want, to achieving this goal easily and effortlessly. Make all the connections permanent, permanently connecting who you are being and doing and having to achieve the goal with the unconscious mind. That's right, easily, effortlessly, making the connections permanent. Just like that. Good. I want you to have your unconscious mind now absorb all the connections, absorbing the connections now, seeing, hearing, and feeling as you are feeling all the feelings and emotions, hearing everything and seeing all. I want you now to float out of yourself and look at yourself. Look at this internal representation of who you are being, all that you're doing, and all that you're having. Good. And I want you to have your unconscious mind now make that connection of who you are being permanent and absorbing that internal representation of yourself, anchoring it in now. Good. Now I want you to float back into yourself. And I'm going to count up. And with each number, you're going to come back into the room refreshed and awake. 1, you're becoming aware of your surroundings. 2, maybe you're shuffling in your seat and starting to feel your body. 3, I want you to breathe in. And 4, as you exhale, you're aware of my voice. And 5, open your eyes and feeling good for no reason at all and awake. Awesome. Jason, when I count up. Okay.
Yeah, I was muted.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was
how
deep.
was that, guys?
I can go in and out pretty easy. Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Very
welcome.
good, Teresa. I don't know though. I don't know if I fell asleep during that. Is that supposed to happen?
You're not supposed to fall asleep.
Shit.
So, well, but you can't know. See, you have no idea what I said. You heard my voice, but you probably aren't remembering everything I said because you were under a trance. And that's the whole thing. You think you fell asleep, but yet you're like, I heard you talking. I think I was asleep. I could have been asleep. Some people go so deep that they don't remember even, the beginning of the induction. But that is absolutely, you wouldn't have come out.
I mean,
of,
I feel great.
yeah, you wouldn't have come out of it if you had fallen asleep. I was connected with your unconscious mind. All of you got it because I felt the connection with all of you. I'm sweating right now. My armpits are drenched. Sorry for sharing that. But when I work energy like that, you can probably see I'm all red and my hands are
That's a trip. You're right. Because I came out no problem. That's
all
so
of you
weird.
all of you got the induction. I felt it. And so any shares before we start the last principle of the happiness advantage? Any shares?
Well,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
the part where you said, imagine who you have to be to accomplish your goal. And I realized that person that I had been imagining I needed to be, I didn't want to be.
Mm.
And I think that's part of what's held me back. I wanted it to be different. I wanted to do it differently. And I realized that I could be different. I could be who I really wanted to be. And I imagined what that was like. So it was kind of an interesting shift to realize that.
Very cool. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Hannah?
It felt really good to think that I feel like I've been putting this energy out that of the person that I want to be. And it's this past week, I feel like things happen, the way they're meant to. And I've been having so many lessons that help me get much more clear on it. So maybe if you asked me these questions 2 weeks ago, I would have had an idea, but I feel so much more clarity, and it just felt really good to unwind and relax. So thank you.
Oh, mahalo. That means you're welcome.
Yes.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Thank you for sharing, Hannah. Okay, Ms. May.
I found myself kind of fighting with myself because my mind was saying one thing and my subconscious mind was saying something else. It was like, okay, I want 3 listings a month. And my subconscious is like, no, you want 3 listings a week. Stop this month, stop. And so I found myself kind of fighting with myself over what I wanted. It was
That's-
kind of interesting.
That's some baggage, and we've got a call at 12 o'clock. So maybe we should do a little release work around that limiting belief. What do you think?
Works for me.
Awesome. Who
I
else?
think Mega Camp helped a lot with that though.
That's awesome. Thank you, May, for sharing. Anyone else? Let's hear from everybody, actually.
Well, I mean, I really felt like I was in a trance because my eyes were so heavy, and literally whatever you did was just like so relaxing. And I feel like I woke up and I can't pinpoint it. Like I can't even tell you what I was thinking, which is really weird. But I just feel like I'm like at peace and just content.
Nice. Very cool. Thank you for sharing, Janet. Catherine?
I kind of like May. I felt myself fighting 2 different things, but then I also felt myself kind of let go and see all the things that I can be, the things that I am in the future, and everything from health to relationship to work and business. All the things started well, as soon as I let go of the I can't part, I saw everything just kind of float in.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you, Catherine. Jason?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, for me, I just love, thanks for that, by the way. And that just reminded me like how easy it is to go in and out of like drop into that field and then come out. I think it's a good reminder, and the power of visualization, and seeing our future selves. I used to, when I trained for marathons, I would do that as well. Like it was definitely like, yeah, to visualize the end result and it's already done, as if it's already done, and see ourselves in that light. It's really powerful. So
Very
thanks for that.
cool. Oh,
It's so
absolutely.
simple. What was it, like 15 minutes,
15
So
minutes.
15, 20 minutes, to be able to do that. It's a powerful exercise for sure.
I think that I may record my voice and do it. And for all of you who have been on this call, send it to you guys so that you can, it's such a powerful, even though we did an induction and it will stay with you. Sometimes it's nice to just make that, think of how powerful that would be if you guys at least did this once or twice a week, if not every day when you're for those of you who aren't familiar with meditating, you could start this as a meditation, right? Because I was also directing energy towards all of you guys to help. Some of you guys were resistant, and I know the ones at work, as they did share. And so I was flowing some energy to kind of blow that resistance out with the unconscious mind and the higher self. So if you guys think that would be valuable, I'll record myself and have Arian send it to you guys. For those of you that are on the call. Cool. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so Anne Marie, share, please.
Yeah, again, thank you so much, Teresa. That was great. I just felt surrounded by light, like I was just on a mountaintop, and it was just so beautiful and freeing. I loved it.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah. The other Jason Pound.
I'm one of those who goes under pretty easy. So with all this meditation and all this stuff recently, if I trust you, I go under fast.
Mhm.
So I heard words, but I don't remember anything. I feel good.
Awesome. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. Were you able to bring up your goal? Like whenever I asked.
I didn't make it
about that?
past the chalkboard. I made it to like 98, and then you
Okay, it's
rummaged
okay.
me,
No,
and I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be counting. I've already forgotten.
no, it is in there then because I feel it and I saw it. Everybody got theirs. So anyway, yeah, awesome. And Miss Antonia.
I was the first one.
Oh, you were? Oh, sorry. Okay, Diane.
Well, I was sitting on a beach, listening to the waves, just chilling out. And yes, you know me, I was under and very relaxed. In fact, I can go take a nap right now. But
That's
Oh.
awesome. You're refreshed, right? Everybody's refreshed.
yes, I'm refreshed.
Nice. Allison.
Yeah, so it was nice. A lot of times I have a lot going on in my head, so it slowed it down a lot for me.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was good. I tend to worry too much, but it took away that. It took
Very
away that. So that was very nice. Thank you.
Awesome. Absolutely. And Arian, were you able to join in on the exercise?
Yes. So just like Diane, I feel like I'm sitting there in your background, listening to the waves and all, looking at the
Nice.
sunset. Thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you guys. As always, I'm so grateful for all of you, and I learn from all of you. It's truly, we're in our own community, and it's a community where anything. This is what I had texted. I shared this with Jason Martini earlier, and Arian, I had texted Arian because Arian was like, should I do this? Can I participate? And I'm like, absolutely. She goes, well, what should I do? And I said, I want you to set any goal that you want. She goes, should I think really big? I mean, like, tell me what I should do. And I said, I want you to set any goal you want, live in possibility. Truly anything is possible, and we can do all things through Christ. That's my belief. And don't live in want, live in possibility. So I don't want any of you guys living in want. I want you to live in possibility and abundance, because that's what we're all promised, is a life of abundance and anything that we want, right? Not want, but possibility. Like anything's possible, you guys. And if we keep just working on getting all that baggage out and doing these exercises, holy moly, man, we're gonna like rock it. And my only prayer is and wish is that you guys give back to others, which is principle number one in the happiness advantage. Okay, so for those of you who joined, mahalo, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for all of you, and our next book club, because we're going to go over principle 7. Those who want to stay, who've not read it, you're more than welcome to stay. But if you have to go and you've not been a part of, joined or read it, I totally understand. But the next book we're going to be doing is this one, Emotional Intelligence 2.0. Arian will share the Amazon link. So this is really important, I think, for anybody, especially in our industry, because we're working on our personal competence, which is self-awareness and self-management, and social competence, which is social awareness and social management. Those are really two important skills to have. And we all have them, yet how trained are we in the competence of social and our personal areas, right? And so we're going to really take a deep dive. We're going to continue doing this type of release work and growth on our book clubs, because I think it's just invaluable. So, okay, so let's get started. Principle number 7, why social support is your single greatest asset. Who wants to share some of their takeaways on that principle?
Sorry. So, you know, as I was reading Principle 7, I saw how he said that you know, a lot of people say they already know all this stuff, which I also, you know, I have said the same thing. But what I really grabbed out of it was everybody thinks they all know this already, but we all have something more to learn in it, and pay attention to the different things, and touching on social. I go back to how, you know, I had certain friends or people that I would work with that were like, you know, how can you go talk to everybody? And I didn't know why. I just know I do. I knew it gave me a good feeling to talk to everybody. So I talked to everybody, but it kind of tied it all together for me with, of course I talked to everybody because it made me feel better. It lifted other people up, and we then had like a good camaraderie. And I loved his comparison of the two students who were in the same dorm room, and one became so stressed and all by herself at the library all the time, and the other one still kept up with her different clubs and friends, and she excelled, and the one that kind of introverted herself didn't. And it just goes to show that you need people around you to vent off the stuff that you shouldn't keep inside, but also to help lift them up.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I think you know, you're seeing, and at the end, you know, where it was the ripple effect, right? Like when we are with others and they have what my acting teacher used to call a positive contagion, because it's contagious, what our energy, what we give out, right? We feel it as well, you know, and so thank you for sharing. Anybody else?
Well, we're social animals. We need connection with one another, and when we don't have it, we're not in alignment with who we are, I think. And of course we choose on the quality of those connections. And I've long, and you know, this book just reinforced what I've long believed, that this world, we're not made to get through it alone.
Yeah,
It's made for us to get through it together.
yeah, absolutely. We, you know, in this book, I mean, he's even talked about it, like those who seclude themselves are unhappy. They don't thrive at in work or even in their like they don't thrive. We need that connection. And what's so cool about this little connection that we have, you know, we have our social, this is our social investment with each other. You know what I mean? If you think about it, right? I just found that connection. I thought it was really cool. Who else wants to? Okay, Jason.
It's not an aha that came from this chapter. It's one that I've had in the past like 45 days or so.
Yeah.
I come from the old school corporate mindset where you work your 80 hours a week, and when you get the success, you beat your chest and look how awesome I am.
Yeah.
but I also come from that old school mindset of there's that old country song, I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. That
Yeah.
old song. And finally realizing all these years I've been willing to give help socially to all these people in my life, but I've never been willing to receive. And when I've been turning away that connection, I've been robbing somebody else of the chance to receive the goodness from blessing others.
Nice.
I've been turning away growth, and I've been making the game harder than it has to be. And that's sort of like that chapter was the culmination of that revelation. So it all hit at the same time.
That's so cool. Thanks for that share. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone else?
I relate to, I've been making this harder than it needs to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Anne Marie, you gonna say something?
Just saying that was a really great comment. I love that. But I love the fire maze example too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when you're real stressed out and you're in a tough situation, you know, part of me wants to go isolate and do it alone, but that just, it's not effective. That just spirals down. Whereas if I hold on to somebody else and have, I would say we all need a tribe. I need a tribe of people. So if you're not available, I need somebody else, but I always need to be holding on. That was a
Absolutely.
great story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to share before I do the highlights really quick?
I just want to point out one thing, that when they started branching out and using women in studies for stress, how people deal with stress, and they added 2 other modes of stress managing, and one is tending, which, you know, you clean things, you fix things, you organize things, and befriending. And those are 2 specific modes that women also use more than flight or fight. And I think it's interesting, befriending, you know, you connect, you help each other, you hold on to each other.
Yeah.
And that's one of our special stress relieving modes.
Nice. Very cool. Thank you. Anyone? Okay. So I'm just gonna, as always, just go through the things I've highlighted and share with you. And these are just some really important takeaways. You guys have already mentioned some of them. And you know, when we encounter an unexpected challenge or threat, the only way to save ourselves is to hold on tight to the people around us and not let go. Right? You know, what's really cool, you guys, is, you know, I'll be doing the next empowerment mastery program. The second level is working on the shadow. I cannot wait to get certified in the shadow so that I can work with all of you on your shadows. Because when we can master that part of ourselves, we can truly find the people around us that are, as we call, soulmates, the ones that show us the mirror of who we really are, the good part of us, right? And the shadow shows us the part of ourselves that we need to do the release work in. So if you've ever found yourself calling someone and going, oh, that person's such a jerk, and da 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 da, and you want them to agree with you, that's your shadow, right? And so when we can get to a point where we surround ourselves with people that we can hang on tight to, that build us up and want the best for us, then that's when we've achieved this social investment in a positive way. That makes sense. Saying the mistake that we make, he saw jettison team trainings and social perks, ignoring plummeting team morale in favor of doing things deemed more important. But in fact, nothing was more important than what they were letting go of. The most successful people take the exact opposite approach. Instead of turning inward, they actually hold tighter to their social support. Instead of divesting, they invest. Not only are these people happier, but they are more productive, engaged, energetic, and resilient. They know that their social relationships are the single greatest investment they can make in the happiness advantage. What do you guys think about that?
I completely agree with that. I
Yeah.
mean, that's having your social circle around you be strong, and you know, what does the MREA say? Something about surround yourself by 5 people better than you.
Yeah. If you're the smartest person in the room, find a different room, right? So there's 70 years of evidence that our relationships with other people matter and matter more than anything else in the world. Surviving and thriving with social investments, or evolutionary psychologists explain that the innate need to affiliate and form social bonds has been literally wired into our biology. When we make a positive social connection, the pleasure-inducing hormone oxytocin is released into our bloodstream, immediately reducing anxiety and improving concentration and focus. Each social connection also bolsters our cardiovascular, neuroendocrine, and immune systems, so that more connections we make over time, the better we function. When we enjoy strong social support, and on the other hand, we can accomplish impressive feats of resilience and even extend the length of our lives. Individuals who invest in their social support systems are simply better equipped to thrive in even the most difficult circumstances, while those who withdraw from people around them effectively cut off every line of protection they have available at the very moment they need it the most. For those of you who have been working with me for a while, have you noticed a change in the way that you react and the choices that you're making? Yeah, cool. Yeah, because you know, I've noticed even in the growth that you guys have had and the choices you're making and how you are happier and feeling more fulfilled. We can't always stop that 350-pound lineman flying at us, but we can all invest in a strong defensive line, and that can make all the difference. You know, I really liked how he talks about Google, how they have extended the cafeteria hours so that it works for the traditional non-work, you know, for the people who have you know, maybe have a non-traditional work hours, and that they encourage their employees to go see their kids in the daycare that they have available there. And UPS as well, they encourage a social, you know, get together with their drivers. Go have lunch if you're in the same area. He writes, not only do we need to invest in new relationships, we should always be reinvesting in our current relationships, because like our stocks, social support networks grow stronger the longer they are held. I love how he talks about sharing upbeat news with someone is called capitalization, and it helps multiply the benefits of positive event as well as strengthen the bond between two people. And it's just really, you know, the winning response is both active and constructive when it offers enthusiastic support. So for example, you get a promotion, someone just says, oh, that's awesome. Okay, so as I was saying before, you know, or yeah, I got a promotion. Ooh, are you sure you're going to be able to handle all that? Versus, that is so freaking cool. It's a, you know, you deserve that. How accomplished, you know, that feeling, you know, what are you feeling right now? Accomplishment, grateful that they recognize the talent you have. Share with me, what are you feeling right now about that? Totally makes a difference. So, you know, the ripple effect, I'm just going to assume that you all read that, you know, and if you haven't, just kind of read it. And it's just, you know, one thing that I love is the smiles in the brain. You know, it's that looking at someone and smiling at them, you can't help but smile back. That's the saying when we say, share a smile with someone, share some positivity with someone, because our brain recognizes it and we automatically mirror what the other person is doing. Same thing with someone that's got a lot of negativity in them. You start to feel that, right? Because your body recognizes. And, you know, he talks about like the butterfly, you know, the butterfly, you may not be able to feel the effects of its wings flapping, but it does create an effect, right? And so it's a ripple effect. Is a perfect example of how there are no real discernible limits to our influence and our power. So I just want to encourage all of you guys to write out the 7 principles and just be really consciously aware of each principle, and maybe put it on your, you know, your, for those of you who have a handwritten schedule, maybe just handwrite each principle, the ones that are important to you, that mean something to you, and make that part of your personal 411. Okay. So grateful for all of y'all, and just such a great group. Looking forward to our next book club, which is going to be Emotional Intelligence 2.0. We're going to start in October. That's our last quarter of the year. And Arian's going to, I just texted her and said, you know what, just edit the induction part that I did on this call. And she's going to do that and get that sent out to everybody who was on the call, and use it as you will. Again, I would encourage you to use it at least once a week, if not every day. For those of you who meditate, you could probably do it once a week. But those of you who aren't meditating, I would encourage you to do it often. Oh, thanks, Anne-Marie. Awesome. Did you read what she wrote? Thank you. This is the best part of my week. So Anne-Marie was a client for a while, and, you know, this has been really helpful for her. So, well, anybody that you guys feel could be your welcome me, that could really use from this, even family, friends. This is not about anything but us just growing as people. Anyone that you may know in your office, invite them to our book club. Invite them. Let's make a difference. Let's create that ripple effect. Let's see how we can help change others. Oh, you're welcome, Antonia. That's cute. Okay, guys, be well. Have a beautiful day and an amazing weekend. Jason, give my hugs and love to Jerica. Tell her we missed her. See y'all later. Bye. A hui ho. See you soon.